Welcome back everyone, Nate here with 911 Rapid Response, and on today's vehicle showcase we have for you a 2021 Chevy Tahoe. This vehicle is an SSV upfitted for police use. This vehicle was provided to us by Blaise Alexander Chevrolet in Muncy, Pennsylvania. This vehicle will be available for immediate purchase as it sits. So we spec'd this vehicle and upfitted it so that essentially we have a purchase ready unit. Starting at the front of the vehicle, going over the aftermarket equipment and warning package. In the grille, we have two Whelen Ion universal mounts. These are the V-Series lights. So we have the 180-degree warning and also have the tier takedown. That'll have steady function as well, integrated into those light heads. Vehicle not having a push bumper, we wanted to get that V-Series action, so we have some warning off to the side at the nose of the vehicle. Headlight flashers are enabled. Vehicle is in neutral in position 3. Furthermore, for front warning, we have the visor bar, which is the Whelen Inner Edge FST, duo light bar, red-white on the driver's side, blue-white on the passenger side. From the OEM, we did not have any spotlight provisioned, so we added the Whelen Arges remote spotlight. This is a fender mounted unit. We're not drilling into the A-pillar as we would with a typical spotlight. This is the future of spotlights, folks. We're not going to be drilling into anything, worrying about airbags or compromising that hardened structure in the A-pillar. Along the side of the vehicle for warning, we have the Whelen Tracer 5 lamp. This is a duo tracer, red, white, and blue, white. So we're alternating red, blue, fully backed by white. We'll get steady white function out of that as well. Rear side cargo window, we have the Whelen Strip Light Plus. This is a duo model, flashing red, white, and we actually mounted that on the top side here. The reason we did that, even with a T-Ion, down here at the bottom on the inside, the trim panel kind of angles up. We could put it down here, but it gives a little bit of a wonky appearance. So we wanted to get a nice flat level mounting surface, and that's actually getting a little bit of warning on the high side, which is nice. Rear of the vehicle, taillight flashers are active. The headlight flashers and taillight flashers are OEM provided on this vehicle. Now obviously with CENTCOM Core, which is installed in this, we could tag into the reverse lights, the brake lights, the headlights, so on. But obviously we want to keep the cutting and splicing to a minimum. High in the glass, we have the Whelen Inner Edge RST, again a duo model, red amber on the driver's side, blue amber on the passenger side. So right now we're flashing a little bit of amber in there with the emergency warning. We will get full amber override for arrow functions out of that as well. And on the license plate bracket, we actually have the Whelen T-Ions, which are duos, red, white, and blue, white. Will get the white function with reverse to the rear. Some additional functionality that we have at the back here. Again, this is in park mode now. So we actually are steady burning the two corners of the RST, and we have the DVI sequential arrow going left. So it would do the same sequence, same format for right and center out. And obviously being in park, we killed the white flash and the reverse flash in the tail lamp flashers. And we've actually slowed down the flash. This is a daytime operation. There is a photo cell on the dash to function with the CENTCOM Core, so we will get daytime and nighttime operation out of our park flashes, and low power at nighttime in response mode. We've actually got the T-Ions on the underside here of this ledge, and these are going to be for function when the hatch is open and we don't have any warning to the rear. That's going to be our overhead rear warning. But while the vehicle's in park, this is actually, and in lieu of the taillight flashers, it's actually giving us a little bit more warning to the rear. Obviously it's indirect, but it is illuminating the hatch itself on the right and left here. And with DVI function at nighttime, it actually gives a very, very cool effect and just provides a little bit more illumination to the rear. So we decided to keep those on in park. And when the hatch goes up, we're going to kill our outside warning, and Those underside lights are going to remain flashing. We actually have those T-ions mounted with a wedge kit, so we're getting a perpendicular mounting surface when this hatch is up, so we're getting as best warning as we can to the rear downrange as we can. Inside the cargo space, just behind the seat that we removed, we have an OPS public safety storage drawer. This is a single drawer unit, aluminum construction. Got a nice rail on the top there. You can secure loose items to the top with straps or a net. And that drawer is key locking. Very clean, smooth operating drawer. Nice and quiet. We've had much success with these, and it actually provides us a little bit of space underneath to store items there as well. In the back, we had to mount a plate to protect our electronic equipment. So we have our CENTCOM core, our power distribution center, and all of the devices there behind the storage box on the rear of the cargo barrier. So just put a plate back there to protect those goods. Up front in the console area, we've got our Havas vehicle specific console. This is not a wide console, just a standard width with a small angle at the top. We've got our CENTCOM core control head. This is the rotary knob variant, so 8 push buttons across the top and the rotary knob siren function, 3-position slide switch. We've also got our Whelen Arges spotlight control. We've got cup holders. This vehicle has been pre-wired for a radio. It's also been pre-wired for the addition of gun locks. And in the rear, we've got a ProGuard containment solution, front recessed panel partition, center sliding poly window. We've got poly window barriers, 1/4 inch. And we've also got our plastic seat replacement with the poly window cargo barrier. The seat replacement complemented with the outboard seat belts. So when it comes to officer safety, outboard seat belts is where it's at. Now we'll go over a little bit of the function that we have. Currently in park in a daytime operation, I'm just going to go ahead and select the scene button. So the scene button is going to give us our steady white complements around the vehicle. So we'll get steady white function out of the V-Series ions. We're going to activate a white flood in the visor light bar. And we're also going to steady burn our tracers. So as you can see, we're not killing warning all around the vehicle. We're actually allowing for some of that warning to stay active. We do have a cruise function, might be a little difficult to see in the daylight. We're actually going to steady burn some modules in the FST. We have our tracers on a steady burn pattern, and same format on the RST with the 2 outer modules on each side and a steady burn. So in park, slide position 3, low power. This is our DVI feature. So this is going to be a nighttime park flash. Again, this is all going to be operated hands-free with that photocell that we have installed on the dash. So we're getting a nice half flash. No lights are turning off. We're steady burning the tracers. Still waiting on those weekend tracers. So hopefully we can get some DVI function out of them very soon. And we're actually getting a 2-color function with the DVI out of this strip light, just to give us a little bit of a contrast in color to the rear side of the vehicle. And again, as you saw in the beginning of the video, the other feature that we have here is the sweep function with the Whelen Arges. We're getting a bit of a Mars light function out of that. So in terms of intersection warning, and additional front warning white to the front. That is hands down one of the most eye-catching things I've ever seen. So, you know, again, intersection warning where that thing's sweeping left and right. We're getting great functionality out of that, and that will automatically disable with the vehicle in park. Thanks for tuning in again and going over this vehicle. This is a very intuitive unit that we have built and purchase ready for Blaise Alexander Chevrolet. Again, the vehicle will be ready for immediate purchase. So if you have any questions, you can give us a shout or give them a shout. And as always, like, subscribe, follow. Stay tuned on all social media outlets. Plenty more to come. Until next time, have a great day.